All right, so we got the Ravens in a couple days. I did some scouting around. I watched their game last week against the Cardinals. So the differences I see, their defense, their secondary is not as good as what it used to be, even with Earl Thomas, which is weird. But their secondary was leaving guys wide open. Their defensive line is still really good. So my guess is they're going to try to pressure Mahomes pretty bad. The main thing is their offense is going to score every time they get down there, so that's what we're going to have to do. But on the defensive side, it's literally the same thing, but this time you got Mark Ingram. Lamar Jackson can still run. He's smart about it. The big difference here is Lamar Jackson can pass exceptionally well compared to last year. He can throw the ball now. Their tight end's a big guy. He's done pretty good. So I mean that's about as bare bones as it gets, really. Defense is going to have to step it up. The Cardinals' defense did all right, but they obviously didn't do great because they didn't win the game. But they did hold Baltimore to 23 points. So, yeah, Lamar Jackson passing the ball is going to be a problem. Last year, he wasn't that great at it. This year, he's pretty damn good. Last year's game, the Ravens got off to a slow start, and then they picked it up in the second half. Mark Ingram's going to have to be stopped, but they're really just going to have to put Lamar Jackson at bay. This is definitely a team that's going to be in the playoffs, so now we're going to see early season how we get put up against a playoff caliber team. You're definitely going to see these guys in the playoffs. The Ravens will be in the playoffs. They're a good team. Another thing we're going to learn is exactly how good is our defense. I think we're going to figure that out, especially with a dual-threat quarterback that can run and throw like Lamar can. Like I said, he didn't throw the ball very well last year, but this year he's throwing the ball really well. He definitely improved in the offseason. And on top of that, he can still run, and he's got Mark Ingram now. But the Ravens secondary, not that great. And as I said, that's really weird because they got Earl Thomas now, but they left guys wide open last week. So, I mean, it's going to be a pretty short video. That's my basic opinion on it. Keep Lamar Jackson at bay, see how good the defense is, and just torch their defense. I mean, we're just going to have to keep scoring. I'm sure they got some kind of personal vendetta because of what happened last year late in the game and when we won in overtime. So it's going to be interesting to see how all that turns out. So that's my basic outtake on it. Personally, I think this game can go either way. I'm going to take my team until they prove me wrong. But we're about to see, you know, what the Ravens and the Chiefs are all about. Like I said, though, this Ravens team, they will be in the playoffs. They are a playoff team. You can tell that from the way that they play now. So I'm going to keep that as short as simple. And in this next video, I'm going to go over my Week 3 picks. So let's just get into that now.